Hello, this is Onyx Oracles, and today I'm going to be doing a message from Sagittarius's spirit guides. So let's go ahead and see what you all have today, May the 24th through May the 30th. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's go ahead and see. What is a message from Sagittarius's spirit guides to Sagittarius's this week? All right, so Sag, you guys have the Four of Swords, Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, and bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. Okay, so message from your spirit guides for this week. You guys have the Four of Swords, so I do feel that you guys could be in a space where you're kind of like in a resting type energy. You're not really more so trying to do this and trying to do that. I feel like a lot of you guys may be like sleeping in, focusing on yourself, focusing on your sleep routine, going to sleep early. I feel like that's not by mistake. There is a reason why you guys are resting or chilling or not going out as much or not spending time with friends as much or whatever that may look like for you guys. There's a reason why. Let's see why. Let's go ahead and clarify this Four of Swords. We'll take it. So you all have the Five of Cups here. So there could definitely be a situation where, okay, Five of Cups, the Tower, and the Temperance. Yeah. So you guys may be in a space where you may be super critical of yourself, okay, for some reason. Now, the Five of Cups is disappointment. You can see someone like screaming at someone and then the person just like, la, 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 I don't care. So I feel like this is going to be a really good time for you guys to listen, okay, to your inner critic. What are you telling yourself when you feel like you're not moving as fast as you should, or you don't have as much as you should, or you're not succeeding in the speed that you want to? This time by yourself, or this time that you're spending like, okay, let me at least make sure I'm well rested. This time is actually very intentional because you guys are basically coming to be more at peace with yourself, okay? What else does that look like for you guys? Yeah, Five of Pentacles. There's something where you need to let go of a way of like self-talk or a way of like analyzing certain things from your past. Oh, I could have done this. I should have done that. I feel like you guys are in a space this week where you're going to be listening to the things that you're saying to yourself. Oh, I'll do this later on, when you could just be doing it now to better, you know, like your day-to-day or better your mind. So again, a lot of you guys may start to feel like you're napping a lot more or sitting at home a lot more, that kind of thing, or not talking to people as much. But really it's more so for you guys to learn to quiet your mind or learn to be very intentional on the things and the words that you say to yourself when you feel like you're not exactly where you're wanting to be. So we do have the Queen or King of Swords here, your energy in this particular reading, and the Two of Cups. So basically you guys are going to be like dating yourself this week, okay? A lot of you could be doing really nice things for yourself, practicing self-care. You may be buying something nice for yourself, or again, being in a space where, again, a lot of you are like, you know what? I'm going to go to sleep early. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. A lot of you all are going to find that this helps your energy a lot. It helps you speak better into yourself and into your own energy here. The Two of Pentacles is here. So again, I feel like you're developing a new relationship with yourself, because there's something better or something that's coming forward towards you that your spirit guides want you to know, tied to your stability, tied to things being just fine. And you guys may be in a place with the Eight of Swords here where you may be like trapping yourself mentally, emotionally, when this new start or new beginning or stability is literally like right around the corner with the Four of Wands. That's what you don't see. So basically, the High Priestess is here. This is going to be a week to trust your gut. The Ten of Cups is here. So you all are going to have happy family dynamics or happy relationship dynamics. You're going to be able to see what the future could be. You're going to be able to be like, you know what, I can accomplish this, or I can accomplish this, and this amount of time I'll be here, I'll be doing that. And I feel like your spirit guides are going to make sure that you feel how amazing certain friendships or relationships or work dynamics are, so that you guys can really start to speak very good things into yourself for the future. Okay, this is going to be a very important time for you all to understand that you're making good decisions, and you're going to continue to make good decisions and not be as hard as yourself in the future, which is going to lead you to more amazing outcomes and more stability. But a lot of you are going to feel very connected to your family or your loved ones or your relationship, which is essentially meant to kind of like show you that you do have support and you do have a fresh new beginning here. But it's going to be up to you guys to see it coming. Okay. So that is the High Priestess, really just like trusting yourself and trusting your gut here. You do have a King or Queen of Wands. You do have someone here, whether it's someone you're dating, whether it's a family member, whether it's a boss or someone that you're working with, that again is going to plan something for the future. So you may be thinking, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, that's too far down the line, or this costs too much, or I have a lot to go before I get to do this, or I'm not going to let myself take a vacation until I do this or that. There may be someone that may come forward towards you like, hey Sagittarius, do you want to do blank, 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 and blank? There may be something within the next 2 months that someone may be saying you guys should do. 2 months to 2 years. I feel like it's more so like a shorter time period, but I do feel like there's someone that again is here that's connected to your 10 of Cups. Could be family, could be a relationship, could be work environment, that is going to make sure that you know that you can manifest good things happening in your future, and so that you guys can basically have a future dynamic to where you're like, oh, I could do this very easily. Like, okay, let's get it done. Okay, I can afford to do this, or I do have the skills to do this, or I can get this done. There's something where you guys are going to have more than enough to do something in the future that maybe you could be going into this week like, oh no, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So basically this week is more so for you guys to have a lot of confidence within yourself, and you're going to have someone around you that is really like pushing you to do more things, pushing you to be more courageous, pushing you to know your worth and your value and how well you actually are doing. But it's going to be up to you guys to trust your gut and your intuition in order to see that about yourself. Okay. Now, bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. That is what you do not see. The stability, the home, the relationship, the business, the longevity that you guys are wanting is like right there. Like it's literally right there. The World is here clarifying the Four of Wands. So you guys have already solidified your future, your stability, and it's just really going to be up to you all to see it and to move forward with someone that you're partnering with, or you're friends with, or you live with, or you work with, and kind of trusting you all's vision together for the future. If I feel like it may be kind of hard a little bit, and you may have a hard time being in a space where you're used to things moving fast, even though you may feel like you're not in the position or in the space, or you haven't accomplished the things you wanted to before you progress to something or invest in something or do something, whatever that looks like. But I feel like by the end of this week, the goal here is to close out that way of thinking so that you guys can take opportunity or take advantage of the happiness that you guys do have right now. The stability, the family, the support, or the relationship. There's something really good that you guys do have right now. And I do feel that speaking affirmation, speaking really good things into yourself is going to be really good, because what you don't see is that Four of Wands. What you don't see is that stability. What you don't see is that the foundation that you guys are hoping for and thinking of at the beginning of this week. So what is the advice for Sagittarius? Advice for Sagittarius. So you guys have the Seven of Wands. So this is going to be a really good time to protect your energy. This is going to be a very healing time for a lot of you guys. Speak good things into your energy. If you have a negative thought, replace it with something good. You guys have to play the long game when it comes to your manifestations and the things that you've worked very, very hard on. The Knight of Pentacles is something that you manifested, and it may have taken a very long time. But again, you guys are in a space where you are speaking really good things into existence. And with that being said, trust your gut, trust your intuition, speak very good things into yourself this week, and have faith that long term, in the long run, that you guys are going to be exactly where you're wanting to be. So I do hope that this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for watching.